I used to have a little dancing Santa as a kid, and he would just move his hips like this.
I had that Santa too.
Yeah, and they just play Jingle Bell Rock, and I love it.
In retrospect, that might have driven my parents insane, because I'm like, do it again.
Really, press the button.
Do it again.
Do the thing again, Santa.
So today, Mikaela, we're going to be ranking our top 5 favorite holiday songs.
Holiday songs.
Now, honestly, most of these are Christmas songs. Just looking at the list, it's mostly Christmas stuff.
Yeah.
What's your number 5?
My number 5 is actually down the list at number 61. I'm gonna go ahead and go with the Chipmunk Song from Alvin and the Chipmunks.
Well, how does that go again? Christmas,
Yes, that one.
Christmas time is here. Time for joy and time for cheer. That's a good one.
I really enjoyed Alvin and the Chipmunks as a child. Great franchise.
Yeah.
Chipwrecked, etc. I'm just a big Alvin and the Chipmunks gal. Sue me. I think I associate the Chipmunks with holiday music because of that song, but I didn't think about it till I saw it on the list and I was like, bam. What's your number 5?
So my number 5 was Ranger's number 10. You're a Mean One, Mr. Grinch. I love this song. It is sung in sort of like a crooner style where the guy doesn't have a really good voice. It almost, it's that sort of like talking while you sing style. Some of the lyrics, just every time I hear it, I'm like, that's pretty funny. Like there's the line where he goes, I wouldn't touch you with a 39.5-foot pole. Crooners, like, you don't need a good voice.
Yeah, I guess.
I could be a crooner where like, it's up to you, New York. And
that's very good.
And everybody's really like, wow. And it's like, really?
I almost put this one on my list. I think I meant to, and then I was like, I'll come back to that, and I never did, because that one's such a good song. And I Grinch a little bit.
Oh, yeah. What's your number 4?
So I went down the list a little bit again. My number 4 is at number 59. Meli Maka.
Meli Maka is a wise way.
I think it has such a different, like, tone to the song than every other Christmas song, you know, because normally they have like the bells in them and stuff. This one, you know, it just feels like a little hula moment. I just think it's a great song. I'm like, it's just a fun little jam to throw into the mix of your playlist.
I just love your list so far.
I'm telling you, I'm just trying to go all over the place. What's your number 4?
My number 4 is Ranker's number 14. This is just legitimately like a Christmas song, Silent Night. I just think it's beautiful. Silent Night's a really sweet song. It's one of those things too where, you know how if like enough people are singing, no matter how bad everyone's voice is?
It sounds good. Why is that?
I don't know. It's why children's choirs sound unbelievable.
So good.
They're all sopranos.
Yeah.
It's like, are these the angels singing? I think there's like a fun story too behind Silent Night that I might be wrong, where a guy wrote it in like an hour because they were missing the organ player or something. Someone in the comments put the full story.
My number 3 is Ranker's number 34. Feliz Navidad. I just love that song, you know, it's fast. I like my fast-paced songs.
Navidad.
It's so fun. There's different instrument choices than just the bells, you know. I think it's a great little song. These are just my Christmas songs, okay? Sue me. Sue me.
I want you to make a playlist, and next time we do a thing for Christmas, wait until somebody's like, what's the story with the playlist? Why is it all the weird ones?
Why would you say that Feliz Navidad and Meli Maka are weird? You intolerant man.
Is that intolerant?
No, I'm just kidding.
Is it intolerant? It's the ones where it's like, it's a little twist on Christmas. My number 3 is Ranker's number 1. It's Carol of the Bells, but specifically the one by the Trans-Siberian Orchestra. Do you know what I'm talking about?
No.
Okay, I'm gonna play it for you.
Okay, we gotta get this because we can't even show any of it. That's a fantastic song, and I love when people get those like fun timed lights in their house and it plays that.
Yeah. That's exactly what that's for.
Yes.
It's for when people like figure out how to time Christmas lights. It's one of the, I'll say, many Christmas songs that actually do kind of jack you up a little bit.
No, I agree. That's a good one.
Also, they're not from Siberia. That's just a cool name, because Siberia is such a badass place. What's your number 2?
My number 2 is Ranker's number 18. Jingle Bell Rock. There you go. There's some normalcy for ya. I used to have a little dancing Santa as a kid, and he would just move his hips like this.
I had that Santa too.
Yeah, and they just play Jingle Bell Rock, and I love it.
In retrospect, that might have driven my parents insane, because I'm like, do it again.
Really, press the button again.
Do it again.
Do the thing again, Santa. But yeah, I like that one, because it's just, I like upbeat stuff.
And it reminds me of the scene of Mean Girls, for sure.
Yes.
Yeah.
There's my regular Christmas song for you.
My number 2 was Ranker's number 51, Do They Know It's Christmas by Band-Aid. This was a song that, if you don't know it, was part of the Band-Aid Live Aid charity drive for children in Africa. And they got basically all the biggest rock stars at the time, Sting and Bono and Phil Collins and all those guys, to come together and make like one super collab song. The music video is so awesome because it's the most 80s music video of all time. And it's another Christmas song that just kind of jacks you up.
Yeah, just kind of jams.
Do they know it's Christmas time at all? My favorite lyric of the whole thing is, no, there won't be snow in Africa this Christmas time. And what I love about that is as a kid, I was like, man, that sucks. But then when you think about it, of course there's some snow in Africa. There's not snow in Africa. We should help them, you know, raise money for Live Aid for sure, but not because of the snow. The snow isn't the problem.
It's a good song though.
Yeah, and there's also the great scene in Daddy's Home too, when they play Do They Know It's Christmas?
There won't be snow in Africa this Christmas time.
What's your number one?
My number one is Ranker's number 24. Good old Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. I like this one because it's, you know, it's a little upbeat, but there's a story to it.
I like a good story.
I like a good story song, you know?
Yeah.
It really brings me through his downfall.
Yes.
When Rudolph was down bad.
He was down bad.
Yeah.
He was hurt bad.
He was hurt real bad, and then,
Yeah.
and then he came up on top. You know, alpha mentality.
Alpha mentality.
Yeah.
One of the reindeer having headlights physically on his body
They're like-
was advantageous for this guy who only flies at night.
Yeah, it was like, how have we not thought of this before?
And it's a good lesson too of like, don't treat people poorly just because they're different. They might take your job.
They might take your job.
They might replace you.
Yeah.
You know.
What's your number one?
My number one, Ranker's number 13. Can you guess it? Mention it all the time.
Oh, Little Drummer Boy.
Little Drummer Boy, specifically the version by Toby Keith. Now, if you want to talk about a song that jacks you up this holiday season, listen to Toby Keith's Little Drummer Boy. I don't know why Toby Keith's version specifically.
I never even heard it
Slaps that
until
hard.
I started dating you, and you were like, this is the best song of all time.
I don't know when the last time you were listening to the song and you were like, let me really try to take in this story, because it's a story as well.
It's a story.
Jesus is born. The wise men are bringing their frankincense and their myrrh and their gold and whatnot. This little drummer boy, he has nothing to give, but he's got his drum and he knows how to play it. So he goes up, he plays his best for him. His solo is nuts. And if you listen to the Toby Keith version, you will get chills because you're like, this must have been so epic. Also, fun fact, do you know who wrote The Little Drummer Boy?
Who?
The Von Trapp family. The Sound of Music.
Oh.
It's about the Von Trapp family. They're a real family.
Yeah.
And they wrote Little Drummer Boy.
That's a good number one. And I knew that was your number one. I did know.
Okay, guys, so there you have it. Those were our list. Did we miss any of your favorites? Let us know in the comments, or better yet, get over to ranker.com and vote your favorites to the top. And of course, as always, let us know which one of us you guys think had the best list.
Or,
Who's on top?
brought to you by Ranker.
Brought to you by Ranker.
Have a happy holidays.
And you're a mean one, Mr. Grinch. It's so good. All right.
So good. Bye, guys.
Happy holidays. Happy Honda days.
Happy Honda days.
Yeah.